morning, everybody. Welcome once more to a Wednesday night flow. Hope you can hear me. Just let me put the volume up a little bit. If you can't hear me, just the text box is open. So just, the chat box. So just feel free to leave a little bit of a comment if you can't hear me talking. Let me just sort this out. Yeah, here we go. So welcome. Wednesday night flow. I think it's going to be a bit of a strong one tonight. We're going to continue with the arm balances and the strength and core work. If there is anything that you're unsure of, or there's anything that you can't do, or you feel like you're not at that level just yet, then just please feel free to come down onto your knees at any point, and don't feel like you have to go into the arm balance at the end either. We are going to be moving into and doing quite a few Vashisthasana, which are our side planks. So if this isn't in your practice, then please, you can bend your knee and bring your knee down to the mat and just modify the side plank, the Vashisthasana, just so that there's less of an impact on the wrist, and also if your core isn't strong enough to hold you up quite yet. But please don't worry if it's something that you want to do and you feel like you're not quite there yet. It will come in time. You just have to keep practicing and keep breathing through it. Remember that your breath is probably one of the most important things to take into consideration when you're moving through strength and core work. It'll allow your movement to be guided, and it'll relax your body, so you'll be able to move into the postures a lot easier than you would do if you were tensing or holding your breath. So just begin to come to lying down on the mat. We'll begin in Shavasana. If you've got some water, then please feel free to take a drink now, or just leave it at the side. We will start in a couple of minutes. If you want to put any music on, by the way, if there's anything that you would prefer to listen to, rather than it just being the dulcet tones of my voice, then feel free to do that. We'll begin in about 30 seconds. So just coming to lie down on your mat. Feet are out to the outer edges of your mat, and your arms are along the side of your body with your palms facing up. Just take a moment to observe where you are. Observe your breath. Observe the space that you're occupying and taking up this evening. Allow your mind to reflect back over the day's events. Anything that maybe has annoyed or frustrated you or caused you a little bit of tension. Acknowledge this, acknowledge those thoughts, acknowledge the feelings that you had. And take a deep breath in. And exhale through your mouth to just let nice, fresh perspective wash over those thoughts and those feelings. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Bringing your awareness to the space in between your eyebrows. And again, if anything crops up, any thoughts, any feelings, any unnecessary little niggles, just accept them, acknowledge that they're there. And then bring your focus back to the space between your eyebrows. That will help you just to maybe not hover too much on those thoughts. I'm going to begin breathing in through our abdomen. Nice diaphragmatic breath. As you inhale, allow the belly to rise. And as you exhale, allow the belly and the navel to draw back towards the spine, relaxing everything into the mat, making sure your body is connected. You can feel the energy from the earth as you inhale and exhale, release. Inhale, belly rises. Exhale, navel draws back towards your spine. Breathing in and breathing out. Just allowing the rhythm of your belly as it rises and falls, as your diaphragm flattens and curves, to just slow down your thought processes, to calm your mind. 2 more times. Belly rises on the inhale and falls on the exhale. Final breath. On your next inhale, I want you to concentrate on taking the breath in through the belly and then sending it up all the way through the chest, expanding through the rib cage and up through the shoulders. And then exhale, allowing the shoulders to drop, the chest to fall, rib cage to come back to its normal position, and the navel to draw back to the spine. Inhale. Send that breath all throughout the body. And then this time on the base of your exhale, when you release the breath from the body, I want you to try and engage in your Mula Bandha, your pelvic floor, your root lock. Feeling your core switch on. Inhale. Release that pelvic floor lock. Send the breath all the way up through the body. Maybe you could have a slight pause just at the top, an internal retention. And then release the body, nice and relaxed, nice and fluid, no struggle, no tension. And then engage through pelvic floor on the base of your exhale. Inhale, release your root lock. Allow your belly to rise once more, sending the breath and the prana up through your chest, into your shoulders. Again, just allow it to be a fluid movement. There's no need for any tension or any hunching of the shoulders here. As you exhale, release the breath. And engage in Mula Bandha on the base of your exhale. Imagine that you're squeezing everything in your pelvic area together to create that strength in your core. Inhale, release. Send the breath back up through the torso. Last time as you exhale, releasing the breath, engaging through Mula Bandha. And then release Mula Bandha on your next inhale and bring your breath back to its natural rhythm. In through the nose, out through the nose. Again, drawing that focus, your awareness back to the space between your eyebrows. We're going to start making some gentle movements with our fingers and our toes. Paying particular attention to the wrists here, rotating into the wrists, maybe one way, maybe the opposite direction. And lubricating those joints, allowing that synovial fluid to move around the body. If your eyes are closed, then just gently flutter them open. And then feel free to give your body a full, nice, extended stretch, lengthening the arms above the head, pointing your toes, and then draw your knees in towards your chest. And just give yourself a hug. And then just allowing your left leg to come long onto the floor, bringing your right knee in towards your chest. We're going to just twist to the left. So bringing your left hand onto the outside of your right knee. Right arm goes long or into a cactus shape, depending on on how much room you have. And just gently allow your right knee to come over to the side. Nothing too strenuous here. We're still warming up into the body. Inhale back to center and exhale, release your right leg onto the floor. Inhale, bring your left knee into chest. Give your left knee a hug and then we repeat the same thing on this side. Bring your left arm out to the side and then guiding your right knee over. Feeling a nice gentle opening in the left side of your body. Nothing too strong, nothing too forceful. Inhale back to center. And release your left leg down onto the floor. We're going to inhale and bring both of our knees into center. And then exhale, lengthen our legs up towards the ceiling. You can straighten out your legs if this is comfortable. Or keep a gentle bend in the knees if the hamstrings are quite tight this evening. Placing the palms of your hands on the floor. Pointing your toes. We're going to come into some scissor kicks. Just to start working into this core and engaging in the Mula Bandha. So on your inhale, prepare the body. Exhale, release the right leg down to the floor, hover the right foot above the mat. Inhale, bring back to center, and on the exhale, release your left leg. Inhale. Exhale. As you exhale and release that right foot, you're engaging through your core, and then on the inhale, you're releasing Mula Bandha. Exhale, allowing the left foot to go down to the floor, engaging through your pelvic lock, your Mula Bandha. Inhale, release. Exhale, right foot comes down, hovers above the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, switch. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, release the right leg. Inhale. Breathing out, releasing the left leg. Inhale all the way back up. Give your legs a little bit of a squeeze, a bit of a hugging towards the chest, maybe a rock from side to side. And then on the inhale, send them back up into the air. Take another in breath. And as you exhale this time, both of your legs come down straight. Trying to keep them as straight as possible. About 3 inches off the floor and engaging through your Mula Bandha, through that core. As you hover your heels off the floor. Inhale, release your pelvic floor. Allow your feet to come high. Exhale, legs come down. On the base of your exhale, hover those heels and engage through Mula Bandha. Inhale, release. Allow the legs to come back up. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lower. Inhale, raise those legs high. Exhale, bring them in towards your chest. Give yourself another big hug. Another rock from side to side. And then allow the ankles to cross. Allow the feet to cross the ankles. Palms can come behind your thighs as we just gently use the core to rock and roll up the spine to come to a nice seated position. And then we'll come straight over into tabletop. Coming onto all fours, checking your alignment, stacking your shoulders above your wrists, and your hands want to be about shoulder width apart, a little bit further if you have tight shoulders, and your knees are stacked underneath your hips with your knees about hip distance apart, tops of the feet grounded into the mat. And we're going to work through threading the needle to open up to the body a little bit more. So grounding through that left palm as you inhale to raise your right hand high. Gaze might follow. As you exhale, thread the needle. Allow your right shoulder to come down onto the mat. Gaze comes over towards the left. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release your hand onto the floor. Repeat on the left. Inhale, raise your left hand high. Exhale, thread the needle. Left shoulder comes down towards the floor. Gaze comes up towards the right. Inhale, rise. Exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release the hands back into tabletop, working through some cats and cows. Inhaling into your cow. Gaze comes up, arching the back, tailbone lifts and lengthens. Heart shines through the arms. Exhale, round in the back into your cat. Navel up towards the spine. Push the mat away. Inhale into your cow. Breathing out into your cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more time, really exaggerating into the movements, mobilizing through your spine. As you breathe out, push the mat away, draw the shoulder blades away from each other. Inhale, back to tabletop. We're going to ground down through the palms. We're going to tuck the toes, and we're going to come into a downward facing dog. So take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Allow your heels to come towards the floor, sending your chest back towards your thighs, tailbone towards the ceiling. Now from here, we're going to take an inhale and come into our high plank. If you find yourself being too far forward so your wrists are hurting, you want to make sure that your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Grounding down through your index finger and your thumb, your bottom stays slightly lifted in line with your shoulders, heels pointing towards the back of the room. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Try and keep the feet where they are and the hands where they are. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending the knees if you feel like you need to, if that's nicer on the hamstrings. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take an inhale and raise our right leg high, squaring off the hips, squaring off those shoulders. As you exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Inhale, send your right foot back. Lengthen through your right leg. Exhale, bring your knee to your left elbow. Twist. Inhale, lengthen that leg back up to the ceiling. Exhale, bring your knee to your right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release your right foot. Repeat on the left. Inhale, lift that left leg high. Exhale, bring your knee towards your nose, round through your back, ground through your index finger and your thumb on both hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to right elbow, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take an inhale. And on your exhale, come down into a child's pose. Bring those knees wide, big toes touch. Sink your heels back towards your sink your hip bones back towards your heels. Allow your head to rest on the floor. Take a couple of breaths. The theme for our class today is strength and arm balances, but with that comes a lot of engagement through the core. So we're really going to be channeling, working into and trying to balance our solar plexus chakra this evening, which sits where you would think in the solar plexus. It's the third chakra. And it's just, like I've said in a couple of my other classes, it really influences your confidence and your willpower and your drive and your strength. If it's out of balance, we can often become a little bit anxious, and underconfident. So, with a low self-esteem. So it's really nice to be able to work into the solar plexus, just to encourage us to become a little bit more sure of ourselves, a little bit more certain and strong, with that strength of willpower. And I think we all need it at the moment to get us through this last push of the coronavirus lockdown, and hopefully we'll all come out of it the other side stronger people. So take another couple of breaths in your child's posture, Feel free to set an intention for your class as well here if you feel like this is something that you want to do. Maybe a strong affirmation, talk that good stuff to yourself. One more breath. And then coming back into your tabletop position. And we're just going to work into the wrists. So we're just going to rotate the wrists one way and rotate them the other, bringing the fingers in towards the chest. Maybe upturning the hands so that you're balancing on the tops and allowing them to just become lubricated, because we're going to be doing quite a lot of work into the wrists. And if at any time, again, you feel in the class you need to just give your wrists a rest, then come down to a kneeling position or this child's posture and just give them a little bit of a shake. All right? Okay, so let's go. We'll come back into our tabletop position. And then we're just going to come back into a downward facing dog. So tucking the toes, inhaling, exhaling, downward facing dog. Pedal out those heels. Allow your tailbone to come high up towards the ceiling. Maybe straighten out your legs and draw your heels towards the floor, or keep a bend in your knees if that's nice, and chest towards your thighs, gaze towards your feet. Nice and wide with the hands and wide with the fingers. Arms can come to further apart than your mat if you have tight shoulders. Please don't feel like you need to keep your hands on the mat. You don't want to give you any injury or anything like that. Okay. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, just walk your hands back towards your feet. Land in a forward fold with the back of your mat. Head is hanging heavy. Lovely, generous bend in the knees so the chest can come to touch the thighs. Inhale to your halfway lift, keeping that back nice and flat, extending through the back of the neck. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, straight arms, straight legs, hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's move to the tops of our mats and we'll go through some sun salutation eights. Coming to your mountain posture, Tadasana, at the top of your mat. Big toes to touch so they're there between your heels. Palms facing forwards. Nice and strong and lengthen through the whole body as you ground down through your feet, creating a nice, stable base for yourself. Take an inhale through your nose. Let it go through your mouth. Inhale to rise. Hands come above your head. Exhale, hinge, fold at your hips, coming down to Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, hands touch something. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step back, high plank. Check your alignment here, take an in breath. As you exhale, lower your knees, untuck your toes and bring your chest down onto the floor, elbows in at your rib cage. Pressing through the tops of your feet as you inhale to rise, Bhujangasana. Exhale, bend your knees, tuck your toes, downward facing dog, 2 breaths. Inhale, come forward into your plank. Exhale, drop your knees, untuck your toes, pivot your right leg out to the side slightly. Inhale, extend your left leg, planting your left foot, and raise your left hand up to the ceiling for your modified Vashisthasana. Gaze comes all the way up to your left fingers, making sure your shoulders are stacked, sending those hips high. Really nice and lengthened and strong through the side body and through your core. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hand back down to the floor, bringing your knees back into tabletop. Tuck your toes, send your tailbone high on your exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and step to the front of your mat, landing in your forward fold. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll go again, Tadasana, mountain posture. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold, hinging at your hips. Uttanasana. Breathing in, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, step back, high plank. Check your alignment, nice straight spine, heels towards the back of the room. Inhale. As you exhale, lower down through your knees, untuck your toes, bring your chest to the floor. Breathing in, elbows into the body, Bhujangasana, nice, relax through the shoulders, gaze forward, lengthen through the neck. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send that tailbone high. Remember, keep a generous bend in the knees if you need to. Inhale through plank. Exhale, lower your knees, untuck your toes, and come back into your tabletop. Pivot your left knee, your left lower leg out to the side. As you inhale to extend your right leg out to the back of the mat, foot comes down, right arm comes high, gaze towards your right fingers, lengthening and opening through the side body here. Hips come high. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale back to your tabletop. Inhale, tuck your toes. Exhale, send those hips high for your downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and walk your step to the top of your mat, landing in your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight spine, hands above your head. Exhale, Samasthiti. We go again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge and fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold, plan your hands, step back, high plank. Take an in-breath here, and we're gonna come into a downward facing dog. We're gonna skip the vinyasa, and straight away as you exhale, down dog. All right, external rotation of the upper arms. You want your weight to be evenly distributed between your legs and your hands, grounding through your index finger and your thumb. We're gonna inhale and lift our right leg high. On the exhale, we're going to bring our right knee to our left wrist and then lengthen out our right hand, pivot on the left foot. Inhale to rise into your falling triangle. Left hand comes high, gaze comes up towards those left fingers. Allowing that weight to be in the heel of your hand rather than rocking over your wrist. Pushing the hips up high, really lengthening through this lovely posture. Inhale. Exhale, lower your left hand onto the floor and step back into your into your 3-legged dog. Exhale, lower your foot down, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees and step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, straight spine, reverse swan dive, hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's go second side. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Hinge at your hips, generous bend in your knees. Bring your chest to your thighs, head hangs heavy. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana, hands touch something. Exhale, breathe out, plan your hands, step back, high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, left leg comes high. Exhale, left knee to right wrist, and then allow your left foot to come out to the side, pivot on your right as you inhale to rise into that fallen triangle on this side. Weight comes into the heel of your left hand and push down and ground down through your right foot. Keep breathing. Should be a nice, effortless lengthening through the body here. Inhale. Exhale, lower your hands and step back into your 3-legged dog. Lift that left leg high. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift those heels. Exhale, step to the top of your mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Breathe out, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice, take a drink, guys, if you need one. All right, let's flow. Big toes to touch so they're in between your heels. Setting up for your Tadasana once more in mountain posture. We're going to inhale to Utkatasana, chair posture. All right, strong through the legs. Weight is shifted back into your heels. Arms can either be up by your biceps, or if you find it's difficult on the shoulders, you can bring them out long. Okay, make sure you can see your feet. Thighs are squeezed in together. Tailbone lengthens towards the floor. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Take an inhale to prepare here. And on the exhale, we're going to twist to the left. So I'm going to turn this way, sorry. We're going to twist to the left. Sorry, to the right. Left elbow comes over right thigh. Okay. Bottom and tailbone is still nice and lengthened down towards the floor. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Keep breathing. Inhale. And on your exhale, you're going to step back into a twisted lunge. Keeping that left leg lifted if you can, or dropping the back knee if that feels like more stable for you. All right. Strong here, drawing those ribs in and up. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe you can twist a little further. Only go as far as you feel comfortable though. Inhale. Exhale, coming into a high lunge with your hands to Namaste. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into a high plank. Take an in-breath. As you exhale, lower down through knees, chest, chin, or Chaturanga Dandasana if that's in your practice. Inhale to upward facing dog, or Bhujangasana, low cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale. We're going to lower it back down because that's not where we're going. We're going to take an inhale, and then we're going to exhale forward into a high plank. All right, grounding down through your left hand. Inhale to prepare. And as you exhale, you're going to pivot onto the outside of your left foot and lift that right hand into the sky. Hips come high. Gaze comes towards your right fingers for your Vashisthasana, your side plank. Now please feel free to drop that lower knee and keep the right foot rooted on the floor if this is the level that you want to go with. If you're coming into your Vashisthasana, level 2, keep the outside of the left foot on the mat. Lift those heels high. Lift those hips high. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand onto the floor, coming back into your high plank. Take an in-breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, knees bend and step to the front of your mat. Land once more in your Uttanasana, forward fold. Head hangs heavy. Breathe in, Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, nice straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair posture, nice and strong, fierce here. Exhale, come all the way back up to standing. All right, we'll repeat that on the opposite side. So coming into your Tadasana, your mountain posture once more. Take an inhale and let it go through your mouth. Check back in with your intention should you need to. Inhale, Utkatasana. Arms come long and high. Gaze comes up towards those fingers, or keep your arms here if that's comfortable. Sink that bottom down. Weight into your heels. Gaze is over, make sure you can see your toes over your knees. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take an inhale to prepare here. As we exhale and twist to the left, this time to the left. Right elbow comes over the left thigh. Draw that right knee back if it's shifted forward slightly. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling. Thumbs are close to the sternum. Nice twist here. Inhale. Exhale, draw that belly button in and up to twist slightly deeper. Keep breathing. Then take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, step back with your right leg, don't worry if you wobble, into your twisted lunge. Keep breathing. Drop the back knee if you feel like you need to. Strong through the thighs. Inhale, coming into your high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands on the floor, step back, high plank. Take an in-breath here. As you exhale, lower down through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale forward into your plank. Make sure your setup alignment is correct. And make sure you've got a steady base through that right arm, that right hand. Ground down through the heel of that right hand as you inhale. Exhale, pivot onto the outside of your right foot. And lift and lengthen that left arm all the way up to the ceiling for your Vashisthasana, your side plank on this side. Gaze comes up towards your left fingers. Allow those hips to go high. Keep breathing. Drop that bottom leg if you need to. Strong through the core. Engage through Mula Bandha. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your hands onto the floor. Take an in-breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Inhale, lifting your heels. Exhale, bending those knees and walking or floating or stepping to the top of your mat, landing in your Uttanasana. Breathing in, hands touch something, Ardha Uttanasana, halfway lift, crown of your head is reaching forwards. Exhale, fold. Inhale, straight spine, straight legs, all the way up to standing. Utthita Hasta, into Tadasana. Exhale, Samastiti. Well done, guys. Take another drink. We're going to add on. Okay. I'm going to turn this way again. Coming into Tadasana once more. Big toes are tucking. Slither there in between your heels. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Take a moment to catch your breath. Maybe close your eyes here. Take an inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and let it go. Open your eyes. Inhale, rise. Hands come above your head. Exhale, hinge. Fold over those thighs. Chest comes to the thighs. Head hangs heavy. Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift. Flat back. Exhale, we're going to move into Utkatasana. Because I went wrong. Again, keep breathing in your Utkatasana, your chair pose. Dipping your tailbone back towards the floor. Bringing your hands towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale, weight shifts into your heels. Take an inhale to prepare. Exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Left elbow comes over right thigh. Gaze comes up towards the ceiling, thumbs in towards the sternum. Inhale. Exhale, draw that belly button in and up so you can twist a little deeper. Take a breath. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, step back with your left foot coming into your twisted high lunge. Breathe in, breathe out. Allow your knee to be stacked over your ankle so your toes are pointing forwards towards the top of your mat and you can see them. Gaze up towards the ceiling, strong through that back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come all the way around into a high lunge. Exhale, planting your hands on the floor, step back, high plank. Take an in-breath. As you exhale, lower through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, bhujangasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, come forward into your high plank. We're going to move into Vashisthasana once more. So take an exhale. And then as you inhale, prepare yourself, ground down through your left hand, rotate and pivot onto the outside of your left foot as you exhale to raise that right hand high. Shoulders are nice and stacked, hips ascending towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale, lower your right hand, come back into your high plank. Send your hips high, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, you're going to lift your right leg high. Nope, sorry, you're not. You're going to lift your left leg. Yeah, no, you are going to lift your right leg high. Exhale, you're going to bring your right foot through and plant it in between your hands. And then you're going to turn around. Then you're going to drop your back foot, pivot on your left foot, and windmill your arms over into a Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2, checking that alignment. So your right leg should be forward. Should be your right knee that's bent. Make sure you can see your toes over your knee. Knees guiding towards the little toe side of your right foot. Arms are nice and long and straight, shoulder height. Torso is straight, strong through that back leg. Gaze over your right middle finger. Take an inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach forward, flip your right palm. And exhale, reverse your warrior, keeping a nice bend in that front knee. Right hand comes high. Exhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, extended side angle. Exhale here. Inhale. Exhale. If you want to come down to the floor into next level, bringing that right hand down next to your foot. Feel free if you just want to stay in the regular extended side angle. If you have a bind in your practice, please feel free to go here now. Keeping breathing throughout this posture. Nice opening of the chest, strong through those legs. Releasing the bind as you inhale to rise, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, straighten out your legs, bring your hands to your hips. Heel toe, that back foot, your left foot in slightly. As you breathe in to set up for your Trikonasana, gaze comes towards your right finger once more. Both legs are nice and straight. Inhale, reach forwards. Breathing out, hands comes down, right hand comes down to either the shin or the floor or your big toe, wherever is most comfortable for you. Left hand comes high, opening up into that side body, nice and strong through the legs. Breathe. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, hands to hips. Pivot on your left foot, coming back into a high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, planting your hands, stepping back into your high plank. Take an in-breath here. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. And on your exhale, I want you to bend your knees and then jump through to a Malasana squat. So as you jump through, well, you don't have to jump through, you can walk through, but bring your feet onto the outside of your hands rather than on the inside. Allowing your feet to go out to the side slightly and sinking your hips down towards the floor for your yogi squat. And just allowing your elbows to come onto the inside of your thighs. If your heels come off the floor, don't worry about it. And just allow yourself to be nice and settled and nestled into this posture. Maybe your bottom comes all the way down to the floor. Mine never does. Something that I'm working on, opening those hips. But yeah, just chill out here for a couple of breaths. Maybe you just want to rotate those palms a little bit as well and just give the wrists a little bit of a rest here. And then we're going to move into our arm balance, our Bakasana, our crow pose. If you don't want to come into crow pose, you can either just hang out in Malasana here, or you can come down to a child's pose. Just being careful and being mindful to pivot those legs in before you come down. Sorry, to pivot those feet in just before you come down into a child's pose. So from our Malasana, or yogi squat. I'm going to bring the hands to the floor. I'm going to spread the fingers nice and wide. And then maybe we're just going to heel toe our feet in slightly. If you feel more comfortable with your feet pointing outwards and bringing your arms on the outside of your triceps, then please feel free to go into Bakasana this way. Now I'm going to direct from the way that I prefer to do it. So palms on the floor, chaturanga rinse the arms, a nice generous bend in those elbows, with the creases of your elbows facing forwards. Tailbone is nice and lengthened up towards the ceiling. Nice bend in those knees. You're going to come onto your tiptoes and then try and just nestle your knees into your armpits slightly. You're creating a little shelf for your shins to come onto. And then you're just going to gently rock and shift the weight backwards and forwards. Strong and nice and grounded through those hands. And then if you like, try lifting one foot off the floor, lifting the other foot off the floor. Or if you know where you're going with Bakasana, just come straight into your crow posture. Head and gaze is beyond the top of your mat. Try and avoid looking down towards your feet. You're looking forwards, bringing those big toes to touch, and a nice lengthening through your back and through your tailbone. Stay for 2. Breathe, stay for 1. And then come all the way back down onto the floor. Bringing your hands to the sides of your feet. Just easing out the wrists slightly here. Catching your breath. We're going to inhale to lengthen out those legs, coming into a forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. We'll repeat that on the other side. So, coming into Tadasana once more, mountain posture. Palms are forward. Take a moment, check back in with your intention. Inhale, Utkatasana. Lengthen that tailbone down towards the floor. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Breathe here. Inhale, lengthen and prepare. As you exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow comes over the left thigh. Draw your right hip back or your right knee. Engage through your core as you breathe in and breathe out. Maybe twist a little deeper. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, step back with your right foot. Coming into that high lunge on this side. Again, thumbs in towards your sternum. Nice and strong through your back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, plant your hands, step back into your high plank. Take an in-breath here. As you exhale through knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga dandasana. Inhaling through your upward facing dog or cobra, bhujangasana. Exhale, downward facing dog. Send that tailbone high. Take 2 breaths. Inhale, come forward into your plank. We're going to move into Vashisthasana on the right hand side. So pivoting on your right foot, ground down through your right hand, lift and lengthen through your body, send your hips high. Left arm comes towards the ceiling, nice and strong. Breathe. Should be a nice fluid movement, no tension. Drop the bottom leg if you need to. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower your hand onto the floor. Come back into your high plank. Take an in-breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift and lengthen your left leg high. Exhale, bring your left foot in between your hands, pivot on your right foot, and windmill over into your Virabhadrasana 2 on this side. Again, I'm going to switch sides. Left knee should be bent. Nice and strong through that back leg. Ground down through your back little toe. Knees tracking over your ankle, arms are shoulder height, torso is straight. Draw that body back in line. Gaze down your left middle finger. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach forward. Flip your left palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2. Exhale, come into your extended side angle, your Parsvakonasana. Gaze can come up to your right fingers. Strong through those legs. Imagine you're scissoring your thighs together, but at the same time keeping your legs apart. Inhale. If you came down to the floor last time, then feel free to do this once more. Even out both sides of the body. If you came into a bind, then please go here as well. Keeping that balance through equal sides. Inhaling and breathing into the posture. Breathing, coming all the way back into your Virabhadrasana 2. As you exhale, release that front leg and heel toe your back foot in, slightly setting up for your Trikonasana. Bring your arms to shoulder height once more. Both legs are nice and straight and long. Gaze is down your left middle finger. Inhale, reach forward, send your right hip back. Exhale, Trikonasana. Left arm comes to near the knee or the shin or the floor. Peeling that right shoulder back, gazing up towards the sky. Take a breath. Inhaling all the way back up. Exhale, hands to hips. Pivot on your foot, coming back into your high lunge as you inhale. Exhale, lower your hands to the mat. Step back into your high plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. 2 breaths. Inhale, lift your heels. And on your exhale, we're going to jump through, landing or step through to your forward fold, your Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana. All right. So from our Utkatasana, we're going to bring our hands into heart center and we're going to experiment with side crow. So if side crow is in your practice, please feel free to go to side crow now if you know what you're doing. And then once you've done it on one side, come all the way back up, back into Uttanasana, and then just repeat on, Utkatasana, and then repeat on the left side, making sure you're doing the posture on both sides of the body. So for those of you who want to try side crow, you're not quite sure how to do it, then I can talk you through it. We can go for it. So sinking your heels back in, sinking your hips back and down into your Utkatasana. So here you're at your chair pose. You've got a nice sort of bend in your knees. All right. And then you're just going to twist to the side and come up onto the heels and bring your hips and your bottom close to the floor. Then you're going to bring your arms to the side of your body. And then, like I said before, when you chaturanga your arms in your Bakasana, we're going to do exactly the same, but on the side of the body. So it's as if you're creating a nice little shelf for this side of your thigh to rest on the back of your arms. Maybe if I do it this way, you might be able to see it a little bit better. It's quite hard to direct an arm balance like this on virtually, not in real life, but we'll give it a go. So your palms are nice and spread widely on the floor. And then you're chaturangaing into your arms. So you're bending those elbows. And then you're just allowing your side body, the side of your left leg, to just rest on your arms. Okay? And then just practice just shifting that weight backwards and forwards. And this might be enough. You might not feel ready to come into the full side crow. But if you feel like you've got enough purchase, if you've got enough of the shelf on the back of your arms, then just begin to shift your weight over to the side Lifting your legs, gaze comes forwards into your side crow. Nice. And then bring yourself back down. If you want to have a go on the other side, one side might be easier than the other, depending on how twisty you are in your body and which side is dominant, basically. So again, if you wanted to practice on the right hand side, so you're bringing and tucking your triceps onto the outside of your right thigh. Right, so you crouch down, your heels are lifted. Shuffle around this way again, see if you can see me. Chaturanga into those arms. So you're bending into those arms. Your fingers are nice and wide and spread on the floor. You've got a nice grounding through your hands. All right. And then maybe just practice rocking backwards and forwards, shifting your weight onto that little shelf that you've created with your triceps. And then if you feel comfortable, you can maybe rock that weight forwards and keep breathing through the posture. Lifting and lengthening, engaging through your core. And then gently lower. And if you've not attempted any and you're in child's pose, then please feel free. You can just come back into tabletop, wherever you are. And then we're just going to move into an Uttanasana, forward fold. So if you are in tabletop, then I just advise you to step forwards and come into either a crouch or come into Uttanasana from there. If you're here in the crouch after you've done side crow, then extend your heels down to the floor, lower your head, let it hang heavy, allow your chest to come to your thighs, send that tailbone high. Inhaling, halfway lift, flat back. Exhaling to fold. Inhaling all the way up to standing, hands come above your head. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, let's make our way down. Coming into Tadasana, your mountain posture. Again, big toes are touched so they're there in between your heels. Take a moment here, maybe just rotating your wrists. You're going to inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge and fold at your hips, coming down into your Uttanasana once more. Breathing in, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, you're going to crouch and curl, lifting your heels, bringing your your tailbone down towards your heels, and then bringing your forehead close to your knees. And just resting here in this nice little ball, taking a couple of breaths. And then you're going to gently and delicately, if you can, lower those heels down towards the floor and come back onto your sit bones. Shifting your weight forward slightly. I'm going to move down to the floor through our Navasana, our bow posture. So maybe you want to shuffle the fleshy bit of your bum out of the way so your sit bones are nice and stable on your mat. And you're just going to shift your weight back slightly, but avoiding the rounding in that back and allowing your chest to lift and lengthen forwards so that you're really exposing your heart here and your shoulders are coming back and down. Your arms are going to come out long to the sides, or if it's more comfortable for when we lift our legs into the Navasana, you can bring your hands underneath your thighs. If you're staying in this variation with your chest lifted, we're just going to inhale and lift our legs to either this bent position with your legs parallel to the mat, or if you have this full boat posture in your practice where you can straighten out your legs without wobbling insanely like I do, then please feel free to come there. Shoulders are nice and relaxed behind, back and down. Gaze is coming forwards. Engaging through that Mula Bandha. This is the time, if you've not practiced it much throughout the rest of the flow, this is the time for you to really engage through that core. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to crunch. Inhale. Exhale, lower. Engage through Mula Bandha. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale. And then we're going to exhale finally all the way back down to the floor for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just allow yourself to come all the way down onto the mat. Nice. Allow your body to go along. Allow the base of your spine to rest on the floor. Bringing your hands above your head. We're just going to massage into those wrists a little bit. Maybe taking the hands high. Maybe doing some spaghetti wrists, shaking them a little bit from side to side, if that feels comfortable. And then just placing your hands on the floor next to your body, palms facing down. You're just going to bend your knees and just draw your heels in towards your bottom slightly. Setting up for just a nice, gentle bridge posture. Take an inhale. Exhale, ground through your feet and lift your hips high, just coming into a gentle release for the back, coming onto the shoulders. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale, lower the back all the way back down, one vertebrae at a time. And then lengthening that left leg out to the floor. Inhaling and bringing your right knee into your chest and giving it a big hug. Placing your left hand on the outside of your knee, and we're just going to repeat what we did at the beginning of the class. Right arm comes out to the side or in a cactus. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to release that breath from your body, allowing your right leg to twist over to the left, and maybe your gaze comes over to the right. And we're just going to breathe here for a couple of rounds of breath. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, release your right leg. And then repeat on the left. Inhale, bring your left leg into the midline and just give it a hug. The right hand comes on the outside of that left leg. The left arm can go long, or you can cactus. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, releasing that navel towards the spine, helping you to twist to the right hand side, guiding that left leg gently over to the right. And again, take a couple of rounds of breaths here. Embracing that twist. Inhale all the way back to center. And then exhale, bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a really big hug. Maybe rock from side to side. And then if you want to come into happy baby from here, or any other variation of a final posture, maybe you want to come into Supta Baddha Konasana, maybe you want to bring the knees to touch and the feet to go wide. Maybe you don't want to do anything, maybe you just want to come into Shavasana, but please feel free for that one last nice opening and lengthening, just to relax the body, just to appreciate everything that you've practiced throughout the last hour. And then whenever you're ready, allowing your legs to go long, bring your arms overhead, point your toes, point your fingers, and give yourself one last full body stretch. Or maybe it's not the last one. Maybe we'll do one after Shavasana as well. And then allow your arms to come down to the sides of your body. Allow your feet to come out to the sides of the mat and the bottom corners of the mat. Let your feet just hang out to the sides. Shuffle those shoulders away from your ears if they've hiked themselves up. Closing down your eyes. Just feeling the nice heat, the fire, the tapas, the energy that we've built up throughout that practice. And hopefully you've gained some confidence in your arm balances, or maybe you've just decided to shift your weight forward this week, and that's a really nice improvement for you, and a really nice sort of step in the right direction to pushing your body and letting your body do some amazing things that your body's supposed to be able to do. Take an inhale through your nose and let your breath go through your mouth. This time, inhale all the way through your nose. And then on your exhale, I want you to stick your tongue out and come into a big lion's breath. Once more. Allowing that softness to come wash over you. Drawing your chin slightly down towards your chest, just to nicely lengthen out the back of your neck. Relaxing your jaw, relaxing your forehead. Maybe trying to put a smile on your face. Shavasana. And then whenever you're ready, just bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to your mind, back to that space, that focus, maybe back to that intention. Bring your awareness back to your mat, to the room, allowing yourself to become present. Gently making some movements in your fingers and your toes, your wrists and your ankles. And then if you do want to take one last full body stretch, then please feel free to do so. Bringing your hands above your head, pointing your toes. Maybe you want to tense every muscle in your body and then let it go. And then drawing your knees in towards your chest and giving yourself a really, really big hug. Before allowing yourself to just rock gently over onto your right hand side. And then using your left arm to help guide you up to your Sukhasana, your easy seated posture on your mat. Cross-legged. And then just bring your hands in towards your heart center and allow your thumbs to rest upon your sternum. Nice, long, straight spine, shoulders are back and down and relaxed. Just dipping your chin in towards your chest slightly, keeping your eyes closed or your gaze soft. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it go through your mouth. Once more to seal the practice. Inhale. Exhale. Drawing your thumbs in between your eyebrows to where your mind space, your third eye center. Thank you for practicing with me for providing some fire, some energy. It was a strong practice, and I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions, please ask, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. The light in me honours and salutes the light in all of you. Namaste. Thank you. Take your time getting up. Have a drink if you need to. I have run over again every time. I'm a bit longer than an hour, but maybe get more than you bargain for. Take your time getting up. Allow yourself to get a drink of water, and just try and enjoy the energy and the heat that we've built throughout that practice. So I hope you enjoyed it. And any questions, just please feel free to send me a message. Feel free to drop me a line either on Facebook or Instagram, or if you're lucky enough to have a number, then you can text me or whatever you want to do. I will see you on Sunday evening. But in the meantime, thanks for joining, and have a nice night. Bye.